CHH has been going crazy lately. And Day, you and I talked about it when we was filming. Chris was out, having the time of his life, being a Baywatch model and shit like that.
Nigga.
Nigga. Hey, we talked about it when Datin and Talib Kweli was getting into it, and I asked you if he was going to write a diss. If it was a diss coming out, and you didn't think that would happen. I told you it was going to happen. Datin had actually hit us in the DM and let us know it was going to happen. I tried to get the leak. He wouldn't allow us to have a leak, but it is officially here. 10 minutes of going straight at Talib Kweli. I'm very surprised. I'll say that.
Wow.
I'm very surprised. And I'll tell you why I'm surprised. This wasn't a Talib, you need to repent and you need to stay heaven sent. Like, this wasn't nothing like...
You need to repent and stay heaven sent. What in the world? LaRussell, what the hell?
This wasn't anything like that. Like, hey, quit acting like a little B, no bass God. Ooh. Like, come on, bro. Like, this was real. He said that this was Love Taps. I'm happy that he went and did this, because this is one of the things that I've always said when it came to our CHH artists and some of the beef that they have. Shouts out to Bryson Gray for making Christian hip hop disses great again when he had that little spat, with everybody that he was trying to drop disses with. I like this. This shows me that your pen is sharp. This shows me, this shows the world that Christian hip hop ain't just something to mess with, that we can really get there if we need to. Brick City Datin is back in the building. Day, what are your thoughts on this? Are you happy about this? I don't understand. Did he give too much? Did you want more? Like, how you feeling about this diss?
I think he kind of gave too much, because 10 minutes diss is crazy. The last time I really sat there and looked at somebody drop a 8 to 10 minute diss was the Drake Meet the Grams diss against Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I did not listen to that whole record. I still have not heard that whole record to this day. Anything past 8 minutes, I'm checked out like a lot of people. Because my thing is you gotta realize, like, we are living in an era where we done went from Vine to TikTok to Musical.ly to Instagram, whatever, like Reels, YouTube Shorts. We're living in an era where you got about 10 to 15 seconds. And if you're talking about a song, you got about 30 to 45 seconds to get the listener's ear before we might probably really turn it off and go do something else. And nowadays, and the way he dropped it, I believe he only really dropped it on Instagram. So once you exit that Instagram app, the music in the song stops. And, if you go scroll and go do something else, you're probably not going to really be tuned in. But I kind of got that Datin really wanted to get everything out, because he said he got 3 records in the pocket outside of that one, too. To know that, bro, you dropped 10 minutes and then you got 3 more records on top of this. Bro, what did you do or not do with your day that day, bro?
Hey, wait, hold on. Wait. To be fair,
bro,
this is crazy, because I ain't never seen nothing. Hold on. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Because I got more points, though. But go ahead.
Now I'm gonna let you get back to it, but maybe this will kind of shift your points. Yeah. He said, or maybe this might give you more more ammunition. He said that he's dropping it as an EP.
Oh, so bro, we dissing niggas in EPs now. Oh my god, bro, 10 minutes wasn't enough.
No. Listen. The 10 minutes is, so that entire record that is 10 minutes is an EP. It will be breaking up into those songs. I have, it was 4 or 5 songs, and it's going to be EP, bro.
Thing too, bro. The breaking stuff up, bro. If you look at the comments on the post, he's shouting out different producers. The first beat was by this person. The second beat was by this person. The third beat, bro, it's like 5 beats, bro. We changing beats, and then in the middle of it, he said, "Now let's get back to having fun." And then proceeded to like do a bounce type beat, and then started dissing them in a bouncy type of way. I wanted to do this.
Hey.
I was dang near doing it. I was really listening to it, doing something that I don't want to say I was doing at the time, but I was really kind of nodding my head a little too hard. I was like, bro, this ain't no diss, bro. This like almost a club banger. Like Euphoria. I mean, I don't know if he was going for that, because we got to be real, bro. Kendrick changed the diss culture when he dropped certain records like Euphoria and They Not Like Us. Like, those are records that people heard and they kind of like took different elements from those disses, even with how that record from Datin is 10 minutes. I believe he only made it 10 minutes because look at how we're just removed from that Kendrick and Drake beef, where it was okay to drop 5, 10, 18-minute.
Well, they were dropping songs.
Minute
yeah,
disses.
They were dropping actual records. Like,
yes.
Because people understood how people understood that you can monetize this. I don't have to drop it as a mixtape anymore where, you know, where it go platinum in the hood and I don't get nothing from it other than I'm a hood legend.
Right.
Bro, I can win a Grammy off of this.
Right. That's real.
That's what changed.
But the Grammy, you're not going to get a Grammy if the song is no longer than 3 to 4 minutes, you know, because
but
sonically, the listener's not going to praise a record that's past 3 to 4 minutes.
But
that's 2 hooks, 2 to 3 hooks, a chorus and a bridge. That's it. No more than that. And nowadays, songs that are winning are really 2.5 minutes. But really, I don't want to just make it sound like I'm really bashing the record because it was a dope record. And Datin is very talented. And the way he shows his talent in his diss is why I'm so hard on the diss, because I feel like you gave so much energy to someone that you really kind of didn't do nothing but just praise. Outside of the fact, okay, yeah, he called you racist. He kind of alluded that you were a MAGA supporter and, you know, things of that nature. But also at the same time, bro, you really praised him, bro. You said you looked up to him. You said you listened to his music. So that right there is a win. That's like saying that you smashed the chick, but that's like saying a chick smashed you, but your situation was small. It's like a half empty, half full type situation. Half the people in this that's hearing this scenario is going to think, well, he still smashed, so he won. And then the other half is going to think, well, dang, he smashed, but he got a little dick, so it don't really matter. It really didn't count. Was it really a body? Was it really a body if you don't got the size? I mean, that's just kind of how I see it, bro. You can't say this is a diss. You can't say it's a diss, but then be like, you can't say it's a diss, but then be like, I used to listen to you when I was younger. Every other bar, every 5 bars is, I was a supporter. You used to be the greatest. Really, you the one. And then you got a clip where even they put out, like, he keeps baseball hats in style. So you're really just putting in elements and pieces that glorify his artistry and him as a legend. Because, bro, I promise I haven't really thought about how Talib is known for collabing with Mos Def as a group called Black Star.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it. It didn't really I didn't remember that until you mentioned it in the diss. You using Black Star bars and saying, yeah, this is probably why Mos Def chunked up the peace sign and all this other stuff. And it's like, bro, you don't know him and Mos Def relationship.
But I think what he was trying to give out in that situation was saying, like, yo, now that I know the real you, like, I did grow up listening to you. I did grow up.
That's true.
But now that I know the real you,
that's true.
Like this A, B, C, and D. And you know, he ain't he called it love taps. They were, I guess they were a little light. I was more or less
keyword love. You put a lot of love in them taps because you was really showing love. Like,
I mean, you know, he did it without being crazy disrespectful, and he got his
he kind of did get disrespectful, bringing up allegations of like, and that's another thing too, like bringing in people's allegations of being an SA'er, you know, or if y'all know what that means, you know.
Yeah,
but stuff like that. That's a whole other.
But that's the reason why when we talked about it, I put in that last record of the diss. That was when he really like went in almost personally to Talib, and I was like, this is what the culture wants. This is what the culture needs. Somebody saying, yes, I am a Christian rapper, and without using profanity, without getting crazy disrespectful, I can still dismantle you. You know what I'm saying? And let you know,
vulgar wise, I got you.
And let you know that you don't want these problems. So maybe that was more or less kind of the vibe. But I
but let me ask y'all this though. Let me ask y'all this. If you're telling the artist to keep everything rap or make everything rap and bars, why are we bringing SA allegations? Why are we inserting interviews? Is it for the hype of the diss, or is it just like, are we like, is it personal? You trying to go below the belt?
Maybe Datin just
what would be your intentions?
Maybe we should get Datin on the show. Maybe we should bring Datin.
I agree.
Maybe we should bring Datin on the show.
I agree because he ain't gonna like nothing I had to say. I know he ain't. He gonna respond like how D1 responded to Dame Dash when he heard.
Man, but yeah, Chris, how you feel? How you feel, bro? Well, what's
He,
your
he ain't gonna want
thoughts
to hear.
on
He ain't
this?
gonna want to hear what Chris got to say. Sorry, my bad. I went so hard. Go ahead,
Nah. I actually, I think it's a cool diss. I mean, as it pertains to the allegations, everything like that. I mean, it's honestly it's battle rap, and I think I've heard Datin say in an interview like, "Oh, I don't really battle rap these days." Back when Christian rappers was dissing each other, I feel like he hopped in that conversation and said, "I don't really do that because." Back in the day when I was there, let's not forget Dayton was a battle rapper on 106 in Park, Friday Night Freestyle.
Freestyle
Like
Friday
that's where
champion, ain't he?
freestyle.
Freestyle Friday
So
champion.
so yeah, so that's where he come from. So like to me, like you got to realize when rappers are when they're in a ring, quote unquote, and they're honestly like you're throwing at whatever will stick to the wall. It don't even matter whether a lot of times they believe it's true or not. Like so, the allegations really isn't a surprise to me as it pertains to in the realm of battle rapping. You're gonna say whatever makes the person look bad. And if there's that type of allegations out there, you know what I'm
You gonna
saying? And
pull?
I didn't know
Yeah.
and honestly I didn't know nothing about that, But if
man.
that's out there, people are gonna
That's what
grab
I'm
that,
saying.
especially if they're in a rap beef. But I thought it was solid. I actually was like, yo, dude is actually like going crazy. Now
I
we
agree.
talking about now 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a bit excessive, but if we talking about an EP, that's still a lot and a little like
Man,
that's a
that's
little
like
out
It's
there.
a
dropping.
full.
Like
Wait a minute. It's
Man, that's
supposed
the
to be a
clean
making
full.
version, the cussing version, the club edit
yeah,
version, the
Hey,
like
radio
and it's
mix, the
supposed to be a
instrumental.
full. It'll be a full EP,
Man,
song by song, 5 records or 4 records, whatever it is,
uh,
of just going at Talib.
yeah,
I don't.
that's a lot.
fire,
That's
That's
a
bro.
a
lot of
yeah. That's a
That's
lot.
admiration.
not.
To
Yeah,
It
that's
Daddy's
doesn't
point,
look.
a lot.
It
to
doesn't
Daddy's
look
point,
how it
that's a lot of
sounds.
admiration. That's a lot of admiration to
It
Daddy's
doesn't
point.
look as
But
good as it sounds, bro. I'm telling you, it don't, bro.
But
Yeah, y'all check
two.
out that new Talib Kweli disc EP,
But wait a minute.
bro.
To Dayton's credit,
You too talented, bro. You just too talented.
Dayton was attacked personally. He was attacked and being accused of MAGA supporter, which you really can't just. I hate to say,
Right.
I hate to say that it's really that serious of a thing, but you can't just go accusing people of being MAGA supporters.
Nah,
You
that's
can't
real.
just go around and accuse people of being racist. That's the card that people love to pull, and if enough people believe it, and then you got to understand how many people Talib has that actually believe a lot of the crap that he says, or that actually hangs on every word. So when somebody has as many followers as Talib has, and how many people, hang on, I mean, Dayton had to say what he had to say.
No,
And
that's
maybe
valid.
this is a way to market this, right? Anytime you put in Dayton Talib this, you take your pick of what you want to listen to. It ain't just gonna be one record that's gonna pop up. Right?
No, that's
so
true.
I do agree at listening
Great
to y'all,
marketing.
like listening to y'all now, I do agree in the sense of like, damn, like a whole EP of this is, you probably would have been better off just leaving it as 1 10-minute record.
I feel
Just
like
leave it as one 10-minute record.
that process, because you're not doing that whole 10-minute record with no breaks without having not to punch in. Like you got to punch in.
So
on
you're
record
talking
like
about
that.
the thought process behind it, like it
No,
wasn't
the
no point.
recording process.
I know. So I'm saying you sitting there like it wasn't no point. You was done being mad.
Even
Like,
Most Def had to throw up the piece. Okay, one more time. Even Most Def, one more time. You want to diss me with? Hold on, no, hold on. Hold on, dang, bro, you wasn't recording this whole time? Bro, you wasn't recording? Oh, bro, he wasn't even recording.
When you think of it, no, I don't know why we don't think about it like that, man. We think it's just a one-take situation, bro.
It's not that, bro.
It's
the studio
not that.
process is
Dang,
when I was hearing that record, bro, I'm an engineer. I'm a producer. I went to school for this.
Yeah.
I did that as school projects. So, like, when I hear songs, I hear every take.
Yeah.
I hear the breaths. I hear the transitions. I'm listening for if they punching in or if they spitting all the bars flat out one take. Like, I'm listening for things that most listeners don't hear.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff that intrigues me when I'm listening to music. I'm thinking about, like you say, the thought process, the time that went in it. Did you cut off half your day? Did you say, hey, I'm gonna cut off between the hours of 2 to 6 p.m. I'm gonna write this disc. I'm gonna record this disc. Did you cut off half your day or did it take a whole day? Did it take 2 days? Did it take a week? How long did it take?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about the time that you can be doing other stuff, adding to your album.
Hey,
like,
talk that producer talk, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Talk that producer talk, bro.
It's deeper than just listening to a beat and some bars for me, bro. He just listening for a reason to use them freaking sound bites, man. Hang it up, man. Man, you ain't no Charles. You ain't the real Charles Barkley. You just the wannabe. You're not the real Charles Barkley.
You just a fool that look like him,
bro. You know how this. You know how much that scene broke my heart as a kid. I said, "Bro, that's Charles Barkley, bro. Y'all dissing Charles Barkley like that?
Charles Barkley."
Man,
bro, he was screaming at the TV with his drawers and eating his Fruit Loops.
Bro, I really was, bro. Dead ass. I didn't even know who Charles Barkley was, but I knew that was Charles Barkley, and they better put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on Charles Barkley's name, man. Nah, like I said, bro, I was when I first clicked on it and saw that it was 10 minutes, I was like, dang, that is a lot. But the records do flow well together. And he really does get his rocks off. My thing is, it'll probably serve better for it to be a one whole 10-minute record rather than being an EP, because at that point, it does seem like you got a lot of emotion. You know, it's a lot of emotion behind this. But he attacked his character, bro. Talib attacked his character, and you can't tell a man how to respond when I got another question too. Gets attacked like that.
Speaking of respond, what if Talib don't respond? Do you think that Datin wrote this with the intention of like, I don't care if he respond or not, I'm gonna get this out? Because you gotta write when you diss somebody, you gotta like write your stuff with the record.
I think the record is good enough. I think the record is good enough.
And Talib's not even on socials right now.
I think the record is good enough, and he put enough effort into the record that if Talib does not respond, it can stand on its own. Like I
thought about that too.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a response. Talib could act like it doesn't exist, and the record stands enough on its own.
That's what you call a one round. That's what you call a one round. Yeah, like it ain't worth responding.
One round. He said what he wanted to say, and it landed. I feel like it hit what it was supposed to hit. Mm-hmm. And those that had a question of Datin's character or whether Datin could or could, like nobody. I'll tell you this: nobody can hear that record and call it whack. Nobody can hear that record and call it trash. Nobody can hear that record and say
Datin is very talented.
Yeah. So this is the reason why I say that it can stand on its own, right?
Right. No,
because at the end of the day, even the people that would say, I can't believe you went into that much effort. I can't believe that you went into doing that, or the ones that say, Datin, who is Datin? Everybody's going to come from this record, I believe, feeling the exact same way. And that's it. They'll probably say, 10 minutes is long. You'll probably have a bunch of people that say, I'm not going to listen to it. That's too long, because I think that it may be the first turn off when they see that it's 10 minutes.
Got to bring along attention.
And what do you call this EP? The Death of Talib? Like the EP has to have a name, right? So what do we call?
Here Lies Talib.
You said what?
Here Lies Talib.
Oh, hey, that's hard, bro.
Hell of a
that's a back, bro. That's a banger, bro. That's a banger, bro. Yeah, Here Lies Talib. I like that, bro.
Or you could,
not a
because I just feel like there's a way for him to say, since he's he did make a GOM shout out a reference at the end of the record, and I feel like since he is speaking of GOM, they might as well just say this ain't GOM, this SOB, because they standing on business.
Yeah.
He's definitely standing on business at the end of it all. I do want to give props to that too. If he is still listening to this commentary that we're giving, if he didn't turn it off due to my earlier opinion, because I want to circle back what they be saying in them work emails. Let's circle back.
Yeah, let's circle back on that.
I actually support the record. I loved it. It was very entertaining. It was everything that we stand for here at the Cooniverse and Crew Nation.
Yeah,
the hip hop corner as a whole, we approve this message.
Yeah, I approve this.
He's gonna start the segment with that, and then it'll just go into data.
And then he's gonna put the record on.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got prideful for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Listening to the diss, I was like, he better mention us in his record.
Bro, for what? He ain't gotta mention us.
Hey, with the way that we talked about it and we bigged up the whole, we put fire to the flame, you know what I'm saying? We was blowing on that flame and making it hotter a little bit. I don't know. He might have kind of wrote that diss with us in mind. I don't know.
I mean,
don't know, bro. The
he
way you
saw
said
red.
he hit the DMs.
He saw red one. I believe he saw red once he made that video, bro.
Nah, yeah, right.
The record was probably already made. Like once he made that video, bro, like it was he probably already had the bars wrote. Like he already knew what he was gonna do. Bro.
He was shouting people out in the comments too, though. He said, "If you diss my homie in the comments, I'm gonna diss you back every time."
Yeah, that's what he said. Hey, yeah. So that's what we feel like. I be having to watch what I say, bro.
That's why I'm laughing because I see you catching yourself.
Yeah, I be having to shut up.
That's when you be like, "Hey, let me get out this phone and go mess with these kids, man."